You're listening
to the link up
hosted by
Mj Nyahalic.
Throughout time, I've seen many different people. People who like all kinds of music.
Welcome to the coolest radio station. This is Heart and Soul Broadcasting Services. And of course, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. And yes, today we do have an incredible, awesome artist who's been raising the flag high on an international level, who goes by the name Tinashe Makura, who is our guest on the show right here on the blend, hashtag the link up. And of course, with me, Mj Nyahalic as the host. I would like to say Tinashe Makura, welcome to the show, man.
Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate you, and thanks for inviting me on your show.
I'm super duper excited, man, to have you on the show. And yeah, man, I've been seeing your works and seeing how you've been doing, and you've been really repping Zimbabwe and representing Zimbabwe on a great international level, man. And today I'm so excited to be with you, a Eurovision contestant and a award winner, if I'm to say.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's get into it, man. Who is Tinashe Makura?
Well, Tinashe is a Zimbabwean musician. I started singing back in, well, I would say my first single was released in 2006. That was my first solo project, and from then on, you know, it just snowballed into this, you know, collection of singles and stuff. So, but technically speaking, you can call me an Afro-pop artist. In a way. Yeah, that's in a nutshell, that is a bit about me.
Fantastic. And of course, he was born and bred right here in Zimbabwe.
Yes, I was born in Harare.
Which part?
Well, in Waterfalls. Waterfalls, man. That's where I was born and spent most of my life until I had to leave to go to college. And our family home still is in Waterfalls, although we're now grown up when, you know, everybody has their own home, but my parents' home still is in Waterfalls.
All right. So yeah, man, let's head in straight into the music and side of things. How do you get to bungee jump into this amazing, awesome world of music? And how did you get to realize that you can actually be a singer, songwriter, and a producer? Quite an incredible, awesome artistry that you are. Yeah.
I think for me, I started off in church because my parents were pastors in church. So naturally, as a pastor's kid, you then, you know, are surrounded by musical instruments, and there's also somewhat of an expectation that, okay, you got to help out, you know, help your parents when there's no musicians around. So I think instinctively, my mom was a very good musician. Both my parents were musically inclined, so I found myself just playing. But my sister was part of a gospel group called Gospel Trumpet. So
the legendary Gospel Trumpets.
Yes.
Wow.
So I just saw her doing her thing and following her dreams, and I'm like, whoa, so it's possible. It's possible somebody that I know can be famous and, you know, do what they love and are gifted at, you know. So I found those possibilities. So I ended up just, you know, gaining the confidence to start singing, because I used to shower and just play for my. I'm introverted, so I knew, you know, like, oh, Tinashe could possibly sing or what. I never knew myself, so that's when I got out of my shell, just seeing my sister soar in her craft. Okay, it's possible. So that's how I got into it. And I wouldn't say it was easy because people won't give you a chance. So we had to literally pay our dues to the industry, you know, late nights at the studio and you won't get your chance to play. You know, these were the stories. I mean, most musicians have these stories in Zimbabwe. Yeah, so perseverance, patience, and just tenacity and zeal, and just knowing that, you know, this is what you love doing.
Incredible stuff. And of course you've done an incredible joint, Kuraone, but before we head in straight into that, you did a beautiful joint with Amara Brown, Raw Zimbabwe Raw. Can we talk more about that song and maybe just the inspiration behind the song? Because I see that you're a very patriotic person. You love your country and you love your beautiful country. And yeah, man, let's head in straight into the inspiration behind the song.
Okay, so Raw Zim, I wrote that song in 2015. And we had just performed at Haifa, right?
All right.
And I was hosting my producer who had come to perform with us. So he was staying at a hotel, and we had an incident with the people who the cleaner who took care of his laundry and stuff. So they overcharged us, and then I was like, no, this is not what we do as Zimbabweans. You cannot overcharge us for something like this. It's not fair. So the management, and for sure, you know, in true Zimbabwean spirit, you know, you listen to both sides and you discern, and then you compromise. And you know, that was the first experience. And then my producer also just like, man, the news says all these things about Zimbabwe, but what I'm experiencing is totally opposite from Ed on the television. You know, people here, everybody's welcoming, and so that's what sparked that thing. And I'm like, okay, so if someone who has never been here still same sentiments of our values as a people, and I was very proud in that moment of being a Zimbabwean. Although you know, all kinds of stuff are said about our country, so I felt proud because the people themselves managed to almost like sanitize everything of that country. Saving grace, you know. So I then called Amara and I said, hey, do you think you could come and sing? And then she hadn't met me in person before, so I just say, okay, this is whom I want. I'm going to call them, although they don't know me. I'll introduce myself and say, trust me enough to come on the track. So she was gracious enough to say, okay, I think I trust you. Let's do it. And we recorded that song together, and so that was how it came to life.
Yeah, incredible. I've seen even in some of your stuff. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh yeah, so I was saying that I've seen in some of your music, even comparing to that Raw, Zimbabwean Raw, and as well as Kupenga, there's always this tribal feel to it. Are you always just trying to give a nudge to the people out there about the home sound or something like that? Because I've noticed that, and take us through that.
That's very intentional, because that's how we came up with the sound. It was myself and my producer Anton, who's from New Zealand. we came up with the idea of like, okay, what kind of sound could we come up with if we fused your worldview musically and my view on the music front? So if we merged those worlds together, what kind of sound could come up with that from there? So he always just comes in with his European influence, and I come in with my African stuff. So I always chant and sounds are in my head, and we find a way to just put it in there. So
yeah, man. Incredible relationship that you have there with Anton Morgan, and I remember just listening to some of your stuff produced by him as well. And and how has it been like working with him?
It's been great. It's been fantastic. I tell you, we are friends. Before any of them, we were friends first, and we are always friends. I mean, we still remain friends first before music stuff. So we come together all the time to just share our love of music with the world. So that's why I'm never in a rush to churn out songs. You know, this is my duty. The world to say, hey, this is what God gave me. He feels the same. This is what, our gifts, and this is how we're going to share it. So once in a year, without fail, we put out something, So we're not in a rush to say, oh, well, we're trying to chase the hits here, and if people then say they want more, of course, we're going to definitely put out more. But right now, we're just doing this because we love music, and it's just that,
Beautiful. Beautiful stuff, man. So when did you feel that this was like your real big break in terms of music? And what year, if you remember, which year was it?
I'd say 2012. That was the first time. I had just come back to Zimbabwe from college.
After a long stretch of 10 years.
Yeah, after a long, it was 6 years technically.
That's where you wrote the song Am I?
Yeah, I wrote Am I. I wrote a song called Africa. Home, and then I released the single Hello in 2020 and shot a video for it. And I didn't know how to get it on radio in my own home. So I held on to it for about a year or something until it got played on radio. And as soon as it played, man, like that was it. Like people loved the feel and sound of it, and everything else was history. Yeah,
man. I must have to say you are truly quite a great inspiration, and to me, when I listen to your sound, it's so really organic sound, and I love the fact that you actually went on to be proud of yourself and just being proud of your skin and being proud of who you are. Because a lot of people of our age, they're actually moving in the trains, and you'd see some of the people, they would want to do any other type of genres, but even being there, right? I want to ask you, what made you to choose that type of genre as an Afro-pop? And take us through the journey.
Okay. I think for me, I realized I will not say it's a bad thing. Well, there's nothing wrong in influence, because we are in a world where we're influenced by all these things that are happening. But leaving Zimbabwe opened my eyes to how I was oblivious, or at least if I can say if I was unaware. The real context of the culture that was being forced down my throat. So then I was like, well, we imitate this stuff, but it's not that great. Like,
Yeah.
That's when, and then also being away from home made me realize that the only way I am going to stand out from this crowd that is all foreign
Yeah.
is to embrace my identity and culture. That's the only
Yeah.
way I can out in that crowd, right?
Yeah.
So and I appreciated my home more
Yeah.
in a foreign land, and just noticing the differences in culture and values, and I was just like, well, I'm really not impressed by this. Like,
Yeah.
why trying to be someone that I'm not? I would rather be myself. So that really sparks that fire in me to know how to coexist with other people without losing your identity.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I'm definitely enjoying this wonderful conversation and getting to know behind the name Tinashe. And of course, to each and everyone who's actually watching, the name of the show is called The Blend, hashtag The Link Up. And if you're just joining us, I'm having an incredible, awesome time with an international artist, also known as Tinashe Makura, who's been doing incredible stuff. I must say, you can actually go and look up for his music, which is actually all pasted all over a music store. You can go and actually buy the CD and any other copy and just get to enjoy this amazing, awesome, fantastic young man. And of course, so let's talk about the married life. How's it been like? Married to Sarah?
Yeah, great, man. It's been awesome. It's been a journey.
Yeah,
I'm sure people who are married know that it is definitely a journey of learning and a journey of that can be exciting if you make it exciting. So I am super blessed. She is a wonderful lady. The best person God could ever preserve for me, for the kind of person. She understands my giftings. She understands I am a man who's also passionate about music, and she lets me do my thing.
wow.
Is great. I mean, if I would get with someone who did not get that music side of me, I think I would implode. So it helps me, soar in other areas of my life, because I still have something that fuels my being. So she's a blessing, truly. Yeah,
I can safely say that she's a blessing, and I can see the way you have been beaming up, the way you were just, smiling and trying to explain to me how good she has been, which is really quite something incredible. I love it.
Yeah. So are you married yet?
Sorry?
Are you married yet?
No, I haven't married. I'm very soon. I'm very soon. Let's just leave it there.
It's awesome. I mean, yeah. So there's no hurry. Take your time.
Yeah.
Find someone who you vibe with, who compliments you, who you compliment. You won't regret it.
Oh man, that's a great, powerful advice, even to each and everyone who's actually watching right now. Find someone that you can vibe to. That's actually quite a keyword that I have to tweet there. But anyway, how did you guys meet? Yeah,
We met in Zimbabwe.
wow.
Yes. We had been friends for a long time, and as it is just history. And now we're married.
Yeah, cutting the long story short. I know. But yeah, man, it's really quite great, to find someone that find someone that really understands your craft and who's really supportive of what you do as well. And yeah, she's also into art as well. She does paint and poetry as well.
Yeah. She's the daughter of an amazing artist. I mean, her dad had this amazing company here in America.
Wow.
That did poetry for so many cups and plates that are in people's homes. Her dad probably handcrafted them.
Yeah.
So she just grew up with that, and she's got a very artistic mind and creates things, and she has her own company called Pay-Per-View, and she paints and sells her paintings as well. So that's kind of what she does aside from her main, so I support her 100% in what she does. She enjoys that. So there we go.
Beautiful. If there's any other advice that you want to give, even to people like us, man, who are still looking and searching for the rightful one, what will it be? And give us your best shot, man.
My best show?
Yeah, your best shot on that.
Oh, okay. You can ask me that question because in my mind I was like, oh wait, it wasn't poetry, it was pottery.
Pottery.
And I was like, oh, fine. Yeah. Because, her dad's doing chicken rearing or whatever. Yeah. Now you can ask me the next question.
All right. So, yeah, man, how's it been like, being in the States and, creating incredible stuff? And how's been the reception down that side? How's it been like?
It's been great. It's just different time, I guess.
Yep.
It's the world isn't working as we were used to.
Yeah.
Different times, difficult times, but we're here. We're doing our best to deal with what we have. When you're from Zimbabwe, what's the worst thing that? But mostly we've been on lockdown.
Yeah.
It was part of last year. We are still observing a lot of the rules that are being enforced, and social distancing, wearing all that stuff that you need to protect yourself. So really, it has been a time where you have to really always be pivoting, a lot of pivoting this time to make sure you survive, really. So.
Yeah. And even this COVID-19, the wave just coming in and disturbing a whole lot of setups, social setups. How has it been for you, and how have you been finding it, and surviving in such times? And how has it been for you?
It's been tough, man. I won't lie. It's been tough, especially because I'm also I like being around people. Our culture is definitely more community, oriented. So being closed up and not being able to move around is tough, and again compounded by the fact that I am away from home.
Yeah.
It's so it's double, it's really hard. Yeah. But we just stay positive, and hopefully things will change soon, and at least get better.
Wow. So what is it that has, that one thing that has always just kept you going during this COVID-19? I understand that, we do have viewers out there who want to know, how to copy until this COVID-19 subsides. Yeah.
Well, yeah. What I've found useful to cope during these times is really do my part to nurture the relationships that I have with people.
Yeah.
To all people that I care about. Because the funny thing that I've realized that is being alive is also a state of mind. So if someone gets used to not having you around, you're as also good as dead to them. You know, you keep the habit of intentionally staying in their conscience. So that means you call them, tell them you're alive, you're part of their life, and whatever. That helps. That's what community is about. You know, you always have to be intentional. And I think for us, it has been such a natural thing. We've never had to think about how important that aspect of our life is. Yeah. So now that we're literally being forced to stay away from each other, the need for some skin, if I may say, you have intentional about that. Like, no, I gotta call my people. How are you doing, man? How are you today? You know, that has helped me a lot. You know?
Yeah. Fantastic. I love that, you know, just being in touch with people and just checking in and, you know, strengthening, I must say, ironing up the relationships. And I believe that's one of the things that I've actually been taught even during this COVID-19, just getting to iron up the relationships, the close relationships that I'm surrounded with, which has been really something that I've been learning as well during this COVID-19. But yes, let's talk about the music side. Slow Down. It's a nice, smooth jam, a beautiful jam. I like it. And I remember just watching the video. I was like, wow, this man is truly an exceptional Afro-pop singer. Let's talk about the song, Slow Down.
Yeah. I wrote Slow Down at the beginning of the pandemic.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's a lot of stuff that was going through my mind and through my heart, having moved to America and seeing the culture here and trying to navigate in that space. And yet here we are in a pandemic again, and I'm like trying to find my place. Like, okay, what do I do? I mean, everything was so fast paced, and yet do we slow down to look at the things that are important in life, or it's about the chase, you know? And here we are in a pandemic, and this was the first time I'm seeing that everyone in my environment was literally forced to slow down, and people were almost like claustrophobic of the fact that they have nothing to do. So I'll be trying to say, it's okay, you know. Sometimes maybe we've been doing life so fast, we can just slow down and just soak it in. At least we can see what's more important, like spending time with your family and getting to get to know your spouse a bit more and whatever. So the premise, you know, of the song.
Oh, man, I love it. If you're just joining us, the name of the show once again is called The Blend, #The Link Up. And of course, today we are linking up with Tinashe, Makura. Our names are a little bit quite the same. My name is Mj Nyahalic. He is Tinashe. But yeah, I'm quite having an incredible time getting to talk to him, getting to know behind the name Tinashe Makura. And yes, born and bred right here in Zimbabwe, was also doing incredible stuff on an international level. So yeah, any last words that you would love to say to the people? Anything that you would want to say, to the family right here in Zimbabwe, even to the whole nation of Zimbabwe, even to the whole world, if I'm to say.
Yeah. Well, I would like to appreciate everyone who so much as sends appreciation for the music that we make. It is so good to hear a lot of positive feedback from people, and it is fuels us as artists, and so to do more stuff. So I appreciate people who send love, and appreciation for what we do. I would say for those who are back home, I miss being back home in Zimbabwe, and can't wait for the chance to be able to visit back home and just be a part of where I was born and bred, and just seeing family and friends. And everyone stay safe and take care of yourself, but continue loving each other, and don't let this pandemic be the start of being separated. Continue to nurture the things that we value the most as a country, and that's community and mutual respect. Because now we are in an environment where everything is online and people are trolling on each other, and that's not who we are as a people. Let's just always remember who we are, and
not forget what we were taught, like the other song that you're saying with the Chashe.
Yeah.
Man, I love that piece, man. I love that piece.
Yeah, Tinashe, amazing lady, amazing artist, another incredible talent from Zimbabwe. So a lot of respect for her.
Yeah, man, it's been a pleasure being with you and just getting to talk to you. I want to say thank you so much for your time, just getting to hang out with me right here on the Blend, #the link up. And of course, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate. And I wish nothing but the best for you in your music, in your family, in everything, in all your endeavors. I wish nothing but the best for you, man.
Hey, appreciate it, man. God bless you, and may you soar in your gifting of communicating with the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It is a pleasure. And of course, we have been having a wonderful, beautiful chat with an incredible, awesome artist who goes by the name Tinashe Makura, who is an Afro-pop artist who's been really doing incredible stuff on an international level, raising the flag high. And it's been absolutely awesome to invade in his home, getting to have a talk down with him. But for me, Mj Nyahalic, I want to say thank you so much, and continue to listen to good music. And remember to also look up for his music all over wherever music is sold. And yes, for me, Mj Nyahalic, I want to say it's a bye. And Tinashe, thank you so much.
Appreciate it, man.
Bless you, man.
Yeah, awesome.
Awesome.